Hey there folks, welcome to another Train Sim World 2 video. Today we're going to take a look at a myriad of mods that are available now for the Dresden Chemnitz or Tharandter Rampe route that recently came out, the German route, of course. And of course, you know, they don't need the mods per se. It's a very, very nice route. It's like one of the best constructed routes I've seen in the game, probably ever. I wish they'd build them all like this. It just looks nice, but it's also nice to have options and be able to mess around with stuff. And we've got quite a few I'd like to go over today, just to try and cover all the bases with what you can do, not only with the Tharandter Rampe, this new route, but a lot of the German stuff as well. So the first thing we're going to take a look at here is an overall enhancement for Dresden to Chemnitz by Nick Hawk, which changes, well, quite a few things. That's loud. We'll let him go by. Okay. He's going to slam on the brakes right there. I may have loaded in here in the train, so they are all waiting at a red for me. But my train's never leaving. Sorry. Anyway, first things first, he has done quite a few things to this route. Over 80 textures revised in total. One of the big things are sleepers and ties. Sleepers or ties, whatever you want to call them. They're actually covered now with snow, which looks very nice. We'll take a look at that in just a minute here. But the textures on them just overall were revised as well. They look very nice. This is the darker sandy kind of orangey ballast, of course. They just look really, really good. Look, what the heck was that? Just heard a very loud thunk. So we got that, which is very nice. Let's see, the 2D track textures were revised as well, so you can no longer see them under the 3D track, which can have like a weird effect. It does look very nice. There's a bit of a mix here of concrete and wood, as you can see, which I believe is natural to the area and a lot of railroads. The info boards and ads were changed from the usual dovetail generic because of, you know, legality, branding, and all that crap. So they're legit. One of the main ones, or the first ones I notice, is the nice Audi advertisement there, which looks very nice. I believe these trash cans, I don't know if those are by default or he added those. A lot of other things as well. Got your information. This little mice and branch route over there. It's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous little branch on the recent Dresden. The maps, which look very cool. The only one I have ever unlocked in this entire route, because I'm not much for collector items. So he updated this as well to have it look more prototypical and realistic. That is a damn good looking map. That looks very, very nice. Just sit here and study it and stuff. Ticket machine display. So you got your ticket machines over here. Everybody's all lined up, ready to go. So you've got all the goodies in here as well as DB Bond, VVO. Okay, excuse me. Ma'am. So you can see all those little fun bits down in there as well. Road markings were revised as well. And that's not it. I'm just showing you, you know, bare minimum just to try and not hunt every single one down. There's a Burger King. I heart Whopper weeks. She likes her a Whopper. Are those Angry Whopper? Never heard of that. Must be a European thing. Let's have hot spices, jalapenos. The road textures were changed as well, because sometimes they'll just slap them down and they don't look very natural. So those look pretty good as well. One of the other things that I really, really like, which he does this, you can find a Nick Hawk enhancement pack for just about every German route. This isn't the only one. Because I'm a bus sim fan as well, and I've played quite a bit of OMSI in my pastime over the years. It's a love-hate relationship, OMSI, but we're not here about that. They've actually got the DVB colors, distinct logos, and destinations, so they all say Dresden. They're yellow. This is obviously a Mercedes Citaro. I'm pretty sure it is. Got the DVB logo there. So that's nice. They look pretty cool, especially going down the road as you're just driving along the route itself. Trying to think, what else have we got here? Freight containers have logos. I don't know exactly which ones. I don't think it's the rolling stock. I think it's stuff like this, which now says Maersk. Which I honestly don't know if Dovetail put those in or not, because I do know they have some use of some real containers. That one may be new as well. But there's a lot of stuff just over the basic enhancement pack of the route. Just adds a lot of little things. In years and routes past, I know he has updated some of the texturing on the buildings and things like that, and the colors just to make them look a bit more appropriate to the area. Change the European tag plates as well, or the German tags, or license plates, if you will, on the cars. And a couple other things that I just didn't really mention, just to kind of, bullet point over them real quick here. So anyway, this is obviously during the summer here. We're going to switch it over to winter so you can see what it looks like in the snow, because usually the sleepers are not covered and it looks very, very weird. We'll check that out now. So now we're back at Dresden, and it's obviously snowy, still winter, i.e. as in real life as well. This is completely covered with snow on the ground. As you can see, the ties or sleepers, whatever you call them, wherever you're from, are completely covered now. It looks a lot more natural instead of just having the exposed wood or concrete or what have you. It just looks a lot better. It just covers the ground nicely overall. Now, while the shadows, still do a weird thing, because that's just Train Sim World, and there's really nothing you can do about that. I know someone's been experimenting with I settings and shadows and all that good stuff, but it seems like no matter what you do, there's not much you can do about it. But as long as you're kind of looking away from the sun, that looks amazing. That looks very, very nice. It, I live in Florida, so, snow is a mystical creature to me. But, from what I've seen the few times, this looks good. This looks amazing. It looks a lot more natural. And it's very, very nice. And of course, we got to check out the buses over here with the snow cover. These look very cool. DVB. I'll say Dresden on them. I believe they do. All line 66 as well. Busy line. But anyway, so this is just a mini enhancement pack for the route itself. There are other mods to go over aside from this mod specifically. But there's just a lot of things. Just, to have options is always nice. So I will list this with all the other mods I'm about to go over below if you'd like to go and check them out as well. Sadly, the like, this looks really great. I like the, kind of slight, I don't know what you'd call that, just disappearance of the snow or melting or whatnot. But, you've still got this very sharp, like, line here. Just very, very sharp. But that doesn't look very natural. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the enhancement pack. That's just the game in itself. So yeah, that's the Nick Hawk enhancement pack for Dresden Chemnitz. Next, we're going to go over a bit of the new DBB R612, the multiple unit diesel multiple unit, might I add, which is a mini pack by Alexander L. Also another modder that's made quite a few nice little mods for Train Sim World 2. This one has got a bit of variety. I only opted to do one of the items. There are a list that I will link you to of different mods if you would so choose to like to place them. One of which is very cool. It substitutes the, I think, DBBR143 on Rursieg Nord to use the BR612. So that'd be fun, cranking that thing down Rursieg Nord, because it's almost like Dresden Chemnitz in a way. Rursieg Nord, it's very similar, the scenery and the valleys and all that good stuff. Anyway, that's one of the options. I'm not going to show that. I feel like I can just say it and, you know, you understand, basically. There are other things as well. Like there's one mod where you can remove the Kinderstrick. Let's see, where's it at? The little kids' room. It may be at the back. Yeah, there's a mod where you can remove this, so that's no longer there. There's another mod that changes I believe the logo and lettering for the Franken-Schaschen Express. There's so many. I'll just link them below. I didn't compile them all and put them in my game. I just put the one that I thought was needed, very, very much so. You can't see it now. Let's hop in here. Turn my HUD on here. The headlights. So the mod that I have applied for this collection of 612 mods are the headlights, and they look amazing. It's just a lot more natural color. I mean, look at that. That could almost pass for just straight up realistic. It's just that glass, kind of worn glass headlamp. It looks amazing. What is going on over there? Hold up. Hold up. Nice. I have not seen that yet. God, I love the German stuff in Train Sim World. I mean, those are for higher locomotives, are they not? So, I mean, that's not completely out of the norm to see something like that, is it? But anyway. So yeah, there's a ton of DBBR 612 mods. There's another one that adds leather headrest to second class, but I've just got the headlamps. Again, I will link down below if you want to check all those out. There's a ton of them as well. But anyway, next up, something that I very much like. So this is another one off the mod list, which is very, very nice as well. This, of course, is the G6 that was released from TSG recently, and it did not have the correct branding again because of restrictions, licensing, legalities, all that nonsense, right? Total nonsense. This was done by Alexander L. and Sheba, and it just makes the G6 a bit more appropriate to what it would look like directly from Vossloh. So you've now got Vossloh locomotives on the side here. You've got your stamp or your plaque down here, which looks very, very nice, of course. You got the little stripe here. Or sideways chevron, I'm not sure what the hell to call that. There's other little bits, like right here as well. Vossloh locomotives. Another one here. Actually says G6. This is a very, very good locomotive. This is probably my favorite diesel, German diesel, anyway, in the game. Well, probably favorite diesel in the game, period, if I'm honest. But, you know, it looks a bit more correct, and thanks for this mod, it comes with the actual logos and markings that it really has in real life. So it just adds to the route. You know, you're driving along and you see this thing go by doing its work, and it just feels right. It feels so right. All right, next we're going to be checking out something else. This is more of a sound pack. All right, so over the past couple of years, with a lot of the German routes for Train Sim World 2 and Train Sim World 2020, the first one, there is an absolute just dump truck load of Dostos. And the 766.2s and 7, there's like a whole bunch of different numbers. I don't know them all. I'm not going to pretend to. But there are a lot of them that came with different routes, and they do have little intricacies that are different, except for Hamburg, Lübeck, but we won't talk about that. So anyway, it's hard to tell what's what, and this mod takes care of that, because just for an example, when you click on this here, this is how you choose your paints, if you didn't know. So look at this. You're like, what the hell? It's a Dosto. They're all Dostos, right? I mean, there are small things like little logos. These have the stripes and the VVO. These don't. I don't know the difference between these. That's a 767.2. Those numbers are always very interesting. But anyway, this mod corrects that. So, this is a mod which is basically the Origin DLC markings on train logo by Fubian, which changes the operator graphic in train selection menu, which we are, of course, in now. So it'll say which DLC it's from. So if you're on Mainz-Spessart-Bahn, which I don't know if I have installed or not, it'll say up here under the logo. So for example, this one says Tharandter Rampe. Switch over here. This one says Dresden Riesa. Switch over here. This one says Hamburg-Lübeck. Switch over here. This one says, oh, these come with a BR182. Very nice. So anyway, that is a very, very nice mod. Now, it's very simple, but it's also very, very helpful. I've been using this for a couple of months, but it was recently updated for Tharandter Rampe. So go and check that out, and you'll be able to tell, you know, which ones go with what route, etc. It helps a lot. Alright, we are now in a Dosto Cab Car, and this is a sound pack or sound mod by Justice, which I will link down below, as with all these other mods. It is essentially an entirely updated sound pack for the Dostos, coaches, and Cab Car itself. This has been out for a couple of months, or several months I believe, but it was recently updated, of course, to go along with the Tharandter Rampe and this route. And it's pretty nice. It is a beta. Again, I would like to say this is very much a beta, and I would also like to say that I've got my sounds altered within the game engine files, so they're a lot louder than default game sound. But anyway, we'll go ahead and check this thing out. We'll take it up to the stabling yard here and just listen to it. But it's got a whole mess of sounds. PCB CIFA, which was taken from the BR146. It's got directional sounds from the reverser, if I'm not mistaken. Driver door, window, passenger doors, brake squeak, air brake noise, drive sounds, flange squeals, announcements. The list goes on. You name it. I was using this quite a bit last month before this came out with this mod, or not this mod, the mod previous to this mod, and it just sounds very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and turn all the goodies on here if I can find them. I generally don't use CIFA just because I can't be bothered to hit Q every 10 seconds. Sorry. So we'll go ahead and sit down and just listen. Alright, we'll throw it forwards. Those are some good sounds. We'll crack the doors. It's got a hum to it, like you can hear the fans and the rattle. It sounds really nice. Let's get the headlights on here. Let's train lights on, actually. Oh, that's one of the things as well. I think the headlights are default set to high beam. Get our brake key. You heard that, right? That sounds amazing. Very, very nice sound. I wonder if this makes any noise here. I mean, it does, but I don't know if that was default or not. Go ahead and lock up the doors. Oh! Okay, yes. So it is a bit loud. It's probably not this loud if you just use default sounds, but like I said, I have my my engine sounds turned up through whatever document area it's in for the game. Alright, so here we go. We got forwards, release the brakes, which are already released. Let's charge them up, actually. This thing sounds pretty good because by default these things are damn near silent in the game. I think power won't be applied until you've actually got the brakes completely off here. Just have a listen here. Now there is difference as well with this, the windows open and closed. I think I opened the right window. It's check that real quick. Yeah, so it's a little bit more quiet. We'll check it out with the windows up here first. There goes one of the buses over the overpass there. We can speed up a bit. I haven't really properly done a run with this thing since it's been updated, so oh crap. We don't want to go over that speed there. Although it's actually 45. Still sketches me out. That had to be the 612 that just passed overhead. That insane flange squeal. Alright, we'll crack the windows open. Crack them both. Get crazy.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Now, this may sound very loud. I mean, at least it sounds very loud to me, but like I said, I don't have the default sound levels, so it may sound slightly different via default sound. That's one of the reasons I am not using the horn right now. Ah, hell. We'll go ahead and do it. Prepare yourselves. Prepare your volume. You have 3 seconds. Alright, here we go. Okay, it's much louder in a station. We'll do exterior now. So that rumble you can hear is extremely loud. We'll do like a pass by. Now the horn sounds okay. They are big rumble. That reminds me of that Wide Putin video. Big rumble. The horns sound pretty good, but they're looped quite a bit. If this is the same mod as the one I was using a few months ago, I feel like the horn from that previous mod pack sounded better. I'll have to go back and try that. It may be a different person, but I think it's the same person. Anyway, I'll link this one below, and I'll try and find the other one as well. But anyway, this thing has just got updated sounds. I like the... For whatever reason, I thought I had Seaf on, but it's not even going off, so... That's strange.
Zugbeeinflussung, Zugbein.
PCB seems to work very well, but just the rolling sounds in general are very nice, especially if you don't go along with the windows. Even the windows opening and closing sound very nice. But a lot of little sounds added to this, so you can go and check it out if you like. Again, this is a beta, so there probably are going to be little things and some editing to be done and whatnot, but that is it. I think that is pretty much all we'll cover. I think that just about does it. So a lot of just German rolling stock and German enhancements overall and mods, and of course the entire enhancement pack for the root itself. But let's see. I think the doors beep. Let's open them outside here. Let's see. I think those sounds are new. I want to close it here first. Okay, here we go. And the air brakes. The exterior sounds really good. I like the sound of this thing, the run sounds. But that's it, guys. Hope you found this somewhat informative. And like I said, I'll link them down below if you want to go and check them out for yourself. Again, this is, as always, this is PC only until Dovetail somehow figures out how to, you know, mod consoles or someone else. Sorry, but PC only. Go and check them out. Link down below. I appreciate the view, and just kind of staring at that lady down there. What's going on? Alright, anyway, she's fine. But that's it, guys. Take care out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.